getting on the road today. Everybody's pretty excited to find an outlaw trail and see what kind of trouble we can find. Here I'm just starting to notice that I passed the entrance to the outlaw trail, so I gotta find a way to turn around and get the group going again. Everybody that rides with me always loves these little turnarounds when I miss turns. It's great. If you're not paying attention, you wouldn't even notice this little trail coming up. I mean, it looks like somebody's driveway or just, I don't know, not somewhere where we're supposed to be, but man, were we in for a treat. Having a good set of maps when you don't know the area is priceless. I mean, Hatfield McCoy has a really good website. Download the maps. We printed them off. We had a copy in every car. We happen to run a tablet with lifetime trail maps in it. There's other options out there. There's a ton of them. I know Bob T has talked about a lot out there. You go into other areas and different maps are, do better than others, but bottom line, get yourself a good set of maps because you're never going to figure out a trail like this on your own. There it is, up on the right. Finally, we're going to go have some fun. This whole section of trail that we're on is going uphill constantly. Some areas are steeper than others, but when you're going up like this and the trails are overgrown, that you're going to get to the top and the views are either going to be spectacular or there's going to be some awesome descent. Bottom line, there's excitement building up, and I guess the excitement caught up to me a little bit because I started going a little too quick for the rest of the group. So you'll hear we've got to stop and let them catch up. We got everybody caught up and we started on our way again. So I cut out like 5 minutes of us actually looking at the tablet, trying to figure out which direction to go. We of course picked the wrong direction. And in our defense, it's easy to do. This driveway follows the trail, but here's a heads up of me just going the wrong way again, driving my group nuts. Probably should come clean as we get back to the trail here. My wife pretty much took the tablet over at this point. She was done with my navigating, and she navigated the rest of the trip. She did an outstanding job, and it's a job that she continues now. And am not complaining at all. So the trail was starting to get pretty active, pretty fun. You could tell there's different ways to go, areas that were overgrown, areas that we clearly were not supposed to be in, but there's still a trail, so we were pressing on. We were having a great time. Been cruising along. We know we're headed somewhere. We're trying to hook up with the Pinnacle trail system at this point, but the path to get there isn't real clear. I mean, this trail is here, but on the tablet it just kind of stops, and I mean, there's no map for this, so we're trying to figure it out. take a look over here to the left. I mean, there's something that goes almost straight up there, but I don't know what. I'm going to the right. I'm still going uphill pretty good. This is kind of where the map shows us to be, and the further we get along, the more it looks like this is just going to stop. And sure enough, it just stops, and we're dead in the water.
What's the plan, Stan?
My GoPro's died.
Oh,
I wanted to make sure I get this footage.
I hear you.
Yep, you figured it out. That trail that goes straight up here to the left, we're going back there, turning around, and we're going to go up it. Full send. Now this hill was a lot of fun. I'm in a 4-seater, so it's a little bit of a challenge, but you'll see the difference between a 4-seater and a 2-seater coming up. You see the posse at the top of the hill. Shit must be getting real. Here's another angle from our friend's phone, and she caught me coming up.
Now he's hung up. Oh. You got a stump?
Which way do I gotta go?
The way your wheels are right now.
I ain't getting up that shit.
Hold on. Andre!
So here's the difference between a 2-seater and a 4-seater. The 2-seater just outmaneuvers it, just cruises right on up, no problem.
You got a lot of leg room in here. Holy shit.
This is my buddy's first time up to
Really?
West Virginia riding, and he thought this hill was a little sketch, so he asked me to take the wheel and come up the hill.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my god, this bird's on the dime.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Now we're gonna
Here comes the last machine coming up. This is a 4-seater Talon, the second time out to West Virginia. Makes it look easy. So I got done climbing the hill. Everybody talked stories, making memories. It was great. Had some lunch, and we were basically gonna move on to the Pinnacle trail system. Done with the Outlaws. It was a good time. Ready for the next adventure. Once we finished up lunch, we decided to do some drone footage, and as you can see, it's a work in progress. Sure, work in progress. We'll go with that. This is basically an overhead shot of where we were. It was absolutely stunning. Really upset it was so bright out and I had the wrong filter on the drone. Sorry about that. And I'm just not a good enough editor to clean this up. But you get the idea. Get a little close-up of the gang here. And after this, we got back on our machines, and Pinnacle trail system was right ahead, so we'll move right into that. Figured I'd tell you a little bit about the group. We're just three regular couples that like riding trails. Absolutely none of us are like pros or claim to be or anything like that. We're just three couples that love to ride. The front machine here is Linda and I's. It's a 2020 Pro XP4. It's been heavily modified. I've got a video on my channel that kind of explains all the mods on it. It's an absolute ripper. We love it and hope it keeps on keeping on. Behind us is Mark and Cindy. They drive a 2021 Pro XP 2-seater. Pretty much a stock machine. It's gorgeous. We definitely put some battle scratches and battle scars on it on this trip and look forward to more. Behind them is Steve and Debbie and their dog Annie. Annie has been riding with us both times in West Virginia, and I know she's gone to Arizona as well. She loves to ride with her mom and dad. They drive a 2020 Honda Talon, and it is a very capable machine, as you can see in these videos. We all pretty much just love riding together and look forward to every chance we get getting on the trail. I hate it when I go through puddles and get stuff on the lens. It's hard to tell, but we'll get this cleaned off for you in a jiff, no problem. The videos get pretty long. These trails are so fun to drive. We had such a good time. A little bit of radio chatter we're missing between the buggies, but it just makes for a really long video. See right here, we're doing the limo life with the 3-point turns or 4-point turns. Sometimes they were even more, but just want to emphasize this was a great day, great ride. They all were, but if you want to see longer videos, I can put these at normal speed. If you want to keep them, this part of the riding at high speed, just leave a comment below. Thanks. Hear some of this radio chatter between the cars. I just wanted to emphasize, it's not so much important you have an expensive radio or walkie-talkie or whatever, but being able to communicate from car to car is pretty important. It can be the difference between a good day and somebody having a miserable day. Somebody having to go to the bathroom and stop and is afraid to stop because they're going to get lost or can't keep up. Just quick note on the radio, hey, I need to make a pit stop. Makes it so much more enjoyable. Something we learned over the years, just it's worth it to invest in a decent radio in your car and use it. So we run GMRS radios. Ours happen to be Midland. It doesn't matter, you know, what brand you use. Some people use rugged, some people use walkie-talkies. Just whatever works for you, and you're good to go. Coming up on one of the last breaks we took on the day. We all had a good time and just kind of stopped on the side of the trail, had a little snack, and carried on for the rest of the afternoon. So break time's over. Time to hit the trail again. So leading definitely has some disadvantages. You're constantly dealing with oncoming traffic, navigation decisions, and making wrong turns, and all the crap that comes from your group when you do make a wrong turn. But there's one area that's pretty nice. I don't have to eat all this dust behind me. Sorry guys, maybe you can lead the next time. For today is winding down. We had an absolute epic ride. All of us were, couldn't wait to get back on the trails the next day. Got more videos to edit from this trip. I'll be getting those up soon. If you don't mind, like and subscribe, pass it on to your friends, help out a little bit. It gives me a little encouragement to keep editing these videos. Thanks again for watching, and see you on the next ride.